The train now arriving at Caernarfon station is the 8:10 out of London. This is one of the VIP trains that contains ministers and ambassadors. The Prime Minister contains presidents, on board Hubert Humphrey, on board Tricia Nixon, Japanese ambassador, and some of these people we're going to try and talk with here on the station. So far, some 5,000 people have arrived here at Caernarfon station. The trains have been coming out. 2 have come from London. This is the second. 3 from Chester, 3 from Cardiff, and 1 from Crewe. And this is the last great occasion on which this station will be used, because it's expected that Caernarfon station will be closed by the end of the year.
There's the Royal Train. We go 2.5 miles now north of Caernarfon. The Royal Train approaching through the woods. The special platform which has been built at Griffiths Crossing to receive it. This is almost the spot where the previous Prince of Wales began his entry into Caernarfon. There's the special platform. Lord Lieutenant, there's the High Sheriff of Caernarfonshire, Evan Wyn Jones, Secretary of State for Wales, George Thomas, and the Lord Lieutenant of Caernarfonshire will also be going on board the train, Sir Michael Duff. The train going very slowly because it's not, in fact, due to pull up until 2 o'clock. It's obviously trying to be absolutely on time. And as those of you who saw the royal film the other weekend will remember, there's a tremendous amount of preparation goes on inside the royal train for an occasion like this, and you'll probably be able to imagine some of these preparations. There are the household cavalry, horses of the household cavalry, who will provide 2 escorts today. A Prince of Wales escort for the Prince of Wales, and then a sovereign's escort for the Queen herself, drawn up, waiting for the arrival of the Prince and the Queen. There's the guard of honour of the... not quite the right way to put it, was it? There's the goat of the Royal Welsh Fusiliers who are providing the guard of honour here. This fine regiment, the North Wales equivalent of the Royal Regiment of Wales in the south, and in fact the senior regiment in Wales. Very many interesting points about the Royal Welsh Fusiliers. In the background they have the household cavalry. One of the most interesting features of the Royal Welsh Fusiliers is that they have a group of pioneers, ceremonial pioneers, and here they are. These are the men who are supposed to do the really tough work of the battalion, dressed in their aprons. And in the background there's Sergeant Street, who's their sergeant. He wears a red sash and he's got a beard. He's the only man who's allowed to wear a beard officially on the ceremonial parade in the British Army. The Royal Train has, in fact, now it can be told, spent the night at Menai Bridge, not very far away from here, and the royal family this morning, as you may have heard, have been watching television. In the background, the Ferodo brake lining factory, which was opened a little while ago by Princess Margaret. Michael Duff on the left, the Lord Lieutenant of Caernarfonshire, Evan Wyn-Jones, the Sheriff, and George Thomas, the Secretary of State for Wales. They'll go on board briefly to greet the royal family. We shan't, in fact, see any members of the royal family certainly for a good 5 minutes, perhaps almost 10, so we could go back perhaps and look at what's going on in the castle.